Yeah, I would ask that you exit through the rear door, side door to the parking lots. We're going to stand for the pledge, and I would ask Megan Wennick to lead us in the pledge.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Madam Clerk, if you would be so kind to take the roll.
Supervisor Megan.
Present.
Councilman Hart.
Present.
Councilman Hanley.
Present.
Town Attorney Tina Hawthorne.
Present.
Chief Dens.
Present.
Code Enforcement Officer Jeffrey Bexa.
Present.
Town Engineer Stephen Tanner.
Here.
Director of Finance Megan Burnett.
present.
Recreation Supervisor Lauren Massa.
Present.
Senior Recreation Therapist of Senior Services Mary Josephat.
Here.
Director of Human Resources Laura Devine.
Present.
And Chief of Staff Emily Melski.
Present.
Very nice, thank you. Matthew English has an excused absence. He is in conference for Superintendent of Highways. Okay, we're gonna start first with Laura Devine, who is our HR Director. Laura Devine, do you have anything for us today?
I'd like to request an executive session, please, for, I guess it's a benefits matter, contractual benefits matter.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
Laura, can you tell if it's that white collar, blue collar, or the police?
It would be white and blue collar for benefits.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hamlin. Councilman. Megan Wennick, do you have anything today for us from finance?
I do not.
You do not, very good. Emily Melski, Chief of Staff. Do you have
Yes.
anything for us today?
The farmers market started last week on Thursday. It was a great success. It's up in front now, in front of the town hall and the community center, and I think everyone liked it up there. The parking lot was still being constructed last week, so people were parking on the hill, but the idea is parking down here and being able to use the Veterans Walkway to access the market to make it nice, safe, and walkable for everybody. But it seemed to work out well.
I just want to thank you, Emily, for all you've done putting this together. And Mr. Hart came up with this idea a couple of years ago, and it's easy, right, to come up with great ideas, but the implementation
It's a lot
is.
harder to produce though, but I want to thank them. I just have one question.
Yeah.
Are they gonna continue to park their cars up against the sidewalk there?
The idea was, to have their cars, usually most of the vendors have a lot of heavy stuff to access their vehicles and to be able to unload it to the tents. They wanted the tents towards the building to kind of create like a little circle area with picnic tables and area like that. So it's opposite of having the sidewalk side of it because they didn't want to face the street and have all that traffic. They wanted it to be more of like still the park-like setting, but the vision from the street. So I know we had a few signs up that said farmers market today. Maybe we'll get a few more of those big ones so people know what it is. But it worked nice so people have a nice safe area instead of being like right against the traffic when they're walking and shopping.
If you need any help with the signs, let me know. I do have some money to spend.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the vendors all pay for. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't want to have some that was right up on the sidewalk in case it was wet.
Yeah, the idea is it's a little half circle if you saw it. There was 3 food trucks up on the side and there was a few vendors on the other side along with the ones lined up at the road. So we kind of created a half circle. So we don't want to have the vendors on the street and kind of like, there wouldn't be a nice walkable thing to get to all the vendors. So we wanted it to be more of like a enclosed area so that the kids, when they start playing the games and stuff, aren't running around and anything by the street. Makes people feel a little bit safer when they're that level closer. So.
Thank you again. Mary Josephat, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good. What's going on at the senior center?
Just getting some things ready for summer and get ready for our Father's Day lunch next Wednesday. And having fun.
What are we having?
Pork chops.
Oh, really?
Breaded pork chops?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Highlight of the
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, thank you, Mary.
Yes.
Lauren Massett, do you have anything for us?
Just quickly, registration and final balances are both due for summer day camp today. Registration for swim lessons goes until June 24th. The aquatics complex will open on July 1st, and if residents are in need of an ID card but they are unable to come during our regular hours of operation, we'll have 2 evening hours this month. More information on that can be found on our website. Thank you.
Very nice, thank you, Lauren. Mr. Tanner, how are you?
I'm doing lovely, thank you.
Do you have anything for us?
On the agenda for tonight is setting a bid date for the animal shelter rehabilitation. That is an item that I believe the town has a pretty decent sized grant for. We're doing new roofing that's sorely needed, as well as extensions on each side of the building, and PVC dividers so the dogs don't get hurt on the chain link that's there. That's happened in the past. Along with some LED lighting. Just setting a bid date, we'll open bids and see where it goes from there. And then the other item, I'm not sure if you want to talk about right now, or if you want to talk about an executive session regarding the golf course and the,
I have that for executive session.
perfect.
Okay,
It's really is more like a contract negotiation.
exactly.
Yep.
Okay. The other thing, I brought it, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Tanner. Town Attorney Tina Hawthorne, who's doing a great job.
Thank you. I don't have anything for this work session though.
Okay, very good, welcome home. Okay, Chief Duns, do you have anything for us today?
Well, I'd like to let you know that our gang got out there yesterday in that torrential downpour, and we carried our leg of the law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics. Captain Baker and his crew were drowned like rats, but they held up our end of the bargain and participated in that fundraising for Special Olympics. And on a more serious note, I got 3 items, contractual items under the PBA contract for executive session discussion.
Thank you, Chief. Jeff Baska, do you have anything for us tonight from the Building and Plumbing Department?
The only thing I just wanted to mention that during the spring season, people get active with building. I just advise that you call our office first, ask any questions that need to be asked. We're more than happy to help. And that's all.
Very good, thank you. Jacqueline Felser, Town Clerk, do you have anything for us today?
Actually, I do, but I forgot to bring my notes on it. We finished the archives project in the assessor's office, and I shouldn't say we because I wasn't really the one doing the work. It was Jim Manley and Diane Zabricki, and Caroline Kane helped out. They scanned and indexed over 400,000 documents. And the assessor's office looks great. All that paper's been taken over to the storage room. And we actually have money left in the grant, so we're requesting an amendment to buy some additional shelving for the records room, and also to buy 2 desktop scanners for the assessor's office. So it was a great project, and I want to thank Jim and Diane and Caroline for all their work.
Well, I want to thank you, Jackie, for taking on this task. Coming here way back when and seeing a town full of a lot of paper, and coming from a place that was paperless to see the town be in a position now where most of our offices are paperless. I will say that even when the auditors came in from the state, they were impressed with the fact that we are a paperless town. So you're doing a lot of positive things. It's a huge undertaking. The coordination that you were able to put together, along with your partnership with Mr. Manley, huge positive. The assessor's office, for the public to know, has gone under its own transformation. We removed all those filing cabinets once they were all scanned into the system, and we were able to, that was the last office in the town to be brought up to today's standards, if you will. So it had a nice paint job, and we removed all the old flooring and the old walls and cleaned it up a bit. I was able to get a few desks from the warehouse, and it looks fantastic. So take a stop in there. Yeah, it looks really nice in there, and it's a beautiful work environment. And they were extremely patient. They were being the last office to be done over the last 5 years. We really made it our goal to update all the offices. So we just finished the phones in the town, and we were using phones from the 80s. So that was another big project we had to undertake. So thank you again, Jackie. Bill Hanley, do you have anything for us today?
I do not, Supervisor.
Okay, very good. Councilman Hart, do you have anything for us today?
Yes, I just want to point out that the work that was done in the assessor's office was by our own buildings and grounds staff, and I thought they did a marvelous job. It really is nice work. You know, and I thank them, saved us a ton of money by doing it that way. And I also want to just mention the library and community center a little bit. The total attendance in the building for May was over 16,000 visits, and I think that's quite impressive. Right now we're averaging, without the 16,000, 13,000 visits. We're doing quite well in the library system, and the whole, the community center is more and more becoming a part of the community. Friday night we had the West Seneca Schools and their library day. We had Kids Day a week before that. We had a mineral and rock and dinosaur fossil show that was very successful. And as we go on, I think we're going to develop a really great community center, and I believe that our residents more and more will see the value of it.
I agree, and I love to see the naysayers in the building. Just warms my heart. That being said, we have several items to cover in executive session, so I'm going to make a motion that we go into an executive session with HR, Laura Devine, regarding white and blue collar benefits, an executive session for the chief of police regarding some staffing issues. Also with Steve Tanner, our town engineer, regarding the hole number 6 at Cazenovia Park. We have a contractual issue with that, and I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Second.
Anything on the question? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, we'll see everybody back.